Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, friends of St. Lucia, the countdown is on for Independence 47, our country's celebration of self-determination, national identity, unity, and progress spanning 47 years. Thank you so much for joining this special broadcast live on the National Television Network for the media launch of this year's Independence commemoration. In this broadcast, we will unveil the vision, the theme, the activities that you can expect in the coming weeks. My name is Jessie Leonce. I will be your host for this proceeding. We are graced with an in-studio audience, including key government officials and stakeholders who are close in the coordination of Independence 47. Good day to you all. Let's get things started in true St. Lucian fashion, honoring God and country. We will begin with the national anthem. I now invite the 2025 Primary Schools Calypso Monarch, Zalea Fanis, her stage name is Lady Zizi, for her rendition of the anthem, and that will be immediately followed by prayers delivered by the Chair of the Christian Council and Archdeacon of the Anglican Church, the Venerable Christian E. Glasgow. Let us assume the posture in studio for the national anthem and prayers.
Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. Wheresoever you may roam, love, oh love, our island home. Dawn the times when nations battled for this Helen of the West. Dawn the days when strife and discord dim the children's soil and rest. Dawns at last a brighter day, stretches out a glad new way. May the good Lord bless our island, guard the sons from war and harm. May our people live united, strong in soul and strong in arm. Justice, truth, and charity, our ideal forever be.
Let us pray. In the name of God, who is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, we give you thanks for this opportunity of using this medium for the launch of the theme for the celebration of the 47th anniversary of independence of this nation. As we participate in this launch, we are ever conscious of our need to depend upon you for our existence. And we are reminded by the psalmist that unless the Lord builds a house, they who build labor in vain. Father, it is our prayer that the words of this theme may be more than a collection of words, but rather that it may be the ethos that galvanizes us and directs us as we aspire, build, and advance as a nation in this 47th year of independence and beyond. And now, Father, may you shower this launch with your blessings. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
You may all have your seats in studio. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Minister in the Ministry for Tourism, Commerce, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage, Honorable John Paul Estefan. Also, our Cabinet Secretary, as well as wearing two hats today. He's also the co-chair of the Independence Committee, Mr. Augusta de Gazon, Ms. Sunita Daniel from Expo St. Lucia, Ms. Yasmin Steele, consultant in the Ministry of Housing, other specially invited guests, special welcome to you. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, everyone. Okay. I would like to also acknowledge those of you who are watching in St. Lucia, in the diaspora. Thank you so much for tuning in on air, online to the broadcast. On the 22nd of February, St. Lucia will mark 47 years since gaining independence from British colonial rule in 1979. Reflection on this milestone reveals a colorful madras, a textured crocus of resilience, cultural pride, and continued nation-building efforts. Before and since independence, we have been an enduring and a resourceful people. We've been striving for excellence to platform future generations. Becoming a sovereign state within the Commonwealth has been one of our many extraordinary achievements in this regard. Our independence anniversary is a time for celebration while rekindling community spirit, solidarity, fostering collective well-being across the industries, across the districts, our society, our environment, against a very uncertain world. It is another time of year when we get to honor our heritage, our culture, and our outstanding citizens. Where our future outlook is concerned, we get to sharpen our focus, and we get to rededicate ourselves to working toward a more prosperous, conscientious, a cleaner, a healthier, a safer, a stronger St. Lucia. I now want to invite Mr. Augusta de Gazon. He is the co-chair of the Independence Planning Committee, as I indicated before. He will speak on the concept of this year's independence activities and the collaboration with key stakeholders that has been ongoing to ensure we can roll out this calendar of activities. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Honorable John Paul Estefan, Minister in the Ministry of Tourism, Archdeacon Glasgow, Ms. Sunita Daniel of Export St. Lucia, Ms. Yasmin Steele of the Ministry of Housing, fellow St. Lucians at home and abroad, members of the Independence Planning Committee, distinguished guests, partners and stakeholders, members of the media. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today as we officially launch the celebrations marking our 47th anniversary of independence. 47 years ago, our nation took a bold and defining step, claiming our right to self-determination and setting our course as a free and sovereign people. Today, we rise with pride, energy, and purpose as we celebrate 47 years of independence. This is more than just a date on the calendar. It is a reminder that St. Lucia is strong, resilient, and full of promise. As we reflect on that journey, we recognize how far we have come and the many ways in which we have been transformed as a nation and a people. This year, we gather under a powerful and timely theme: devant ensemble, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. Devant ensemble, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. These words are more than a slogan. They are a call to action. They remind us that progress is not achieved in isolation and that a nation grows strong only when its people are healthy, supported, and working together. It also speaks directly to that journey of growth and transformation. It reminds us that independence is not a single moment in history, but a continuous process, one that calls us to move forward together, guided by shared purpose and collective responsibility. Devant ensemble, forward together, captures the very essence of our independence. Our history teaches us that unity, resilience, and shared sacrifice are the foundations upon which our nation was built. Today, those same values must guide how we confront modern challenges and seize new opportunities. Over the past 47 years, we have built institutions, expanded access to education and healthcare, strengthened our cultural identity, and increased opportunities for our people. We have faced challenges with resilience, adapted to change, and emerged stronger. Our transformation is reflected not only in physical development, but in the confidence, creativity, and determination of our citizens. This year's theme calls on every one of us to move forward together, not just waving flags, but making choices that build a healthier, stronger, and more united St. Lucia. A powerful nation begins with healthy people, and health begins right on our plates. God has blessed St. Lucia with fertile soil that produce nutritious foods in abundance, from ground provisions to fresh fruits and vegetables. Ça c'est manger, bodier, jabanou. Yet too often, we trade these blessings for fast food, sugary drinks, and highly processed meals. These foods may be quick and convenient, but they are costing us our health. Across our nation, too many people are battling diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and obesity. These non-communicable diseases come at a heavy cost. Poor nutrition places a serious strain on our healthcare system and on family finances. Treating preventable diseases means higher medical bills, more time away from work and school, and increased pressure on hospitals and clinics. Money that could be invested in education, youth development, and community growth is instead spent managing illnesses that better nutrition could help prevent. Simply put, when we eat poorly, we all pay the price. Les ne pas manger bien, c'est payant qui a payé payant. If we truly want to move devant ensemble, we must make a bold shift to eat what we grow and value what is local. Eating healthy is not about eating more. It is about eating right. Our bodies need the correct portions of each nutrient: fruits and vegetables for vitamins and fiber, proteins like fish, beans, peas, and lentils for strength, and carbohydrates like ground provisions for energy, but in balance, not excess. Pas trop farine, pas trop l'huile, pas trop sec. Portion control helps protect our hearts, manage our weight, and keep our blood sugar and blood pressure in check. It allows us to enjoy food while protecting our future. And knowledge is power. We must learn to read food labels. When we check sugar, salt, fats, and serving sizes, we take control of our health. The message to all of us, therefore, is that what you eat fuels your energy, your focus, your mood, and your mental strength. Healthy food supports your dreams, your performance, and your confidence. We are the heartbeat of this nation, and a healthy heartbeat is essential. But nourishment does not stop at food. It means more than food on the table. To nourish our people is to ensure that every citizen has the opportunity to live with dignity and hope. It also means nourishing minds through education, nourishing communities through opportunity, and nourishing hope through inclusive policies and purposeful leadership. When our people are nourished physically, socially, emotionally, and economically, they are empowered to contribute fully to national life. Peace, respect, discipline, and positive thinking are just as important as nutrition. Violence, negativity, and hopelessness weaken us. Unity, kindness, and emotional wellness make us unstoppable. C'est l'esprit nous qui amène nous devant. To strengthen our nations means investing in our collective future. It means to build on the foundations laid over the past 47 years, reinforcing our institutions, supporting local production, valuing culture and creativity, and ensuring that growth reaches every community. A strong nation is not measured only by infrastructure or statistics, but by the well-being, dignity, and participation of its citizens. One that grows stronger when development is inclusive and progress is shared by all. As we celebrate 47 years of independence, let us remember this. True independence means having the power to sustain ourselves from farm to plate, from mind to heart. So today, let us move forward with energy, unity, and purpose. Devant ensemble, en manger local, en manger à balance, en passer positive, and vivre à la paix. When our people are nourished, our communities rise. When our communities rise, St. Lucia shines. Devant ensemble, together let us nourish our people. Together let us strengthen our nation. Happy 47th Independence, St. Lucia. Thank you, and may health, peace, and unity carry us boldly into the future. I thank you.
This Independence, St. Lucia, devant ensemble. Join us as we celebrate 47 years of independence under the theme Devant ensemble, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. The celebrations kick off with the Independence Baton Relay launch and the National Awards of Excellence on January 28, followed by the 44th National Sports Awards on the 14th of February. On the 20th of February, lift your spirit at the Praise and Worship Ecumenical Service. Wear your pride on National Colors Day and explore opportunities at the St. Lucia Independence Business Expo, which runs till the 21st. On Saturday 21st, don't miss the official flag raising ceremony and fireworks display in the capital. Then, on Independence Day, Sunday, February 22nd, all roads lead to the Meatful Playing Field for a full day of national celebration. The Military Parade, National Independence Rally, and Independence Showcase. Take in the Seafood Festival at the Castries Fisheries and the high energy Independence Drags at the Basin Viewfort. Plus, take part in National Service Day and the Investiture Ceremony as we honor service and nationhood. Celebrate who we are. Celebrate together. For schedules, highlights, and updates, follow at 758 Independence on social media. St. Lucia at 47. Awesome!
Du vent ensemble, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. And in the words of Mr. Degazon, si nous pas manger bien, c'est payer kai pe puya. Did I get that right? Okay, wonderful. Everyone's feeling good in studio? There's an exciting lineup. There is so much to look forward to for Independence 47. There's a little bit of everything for everyone, and we do hope that St. Lucians, both here and abroad, in whatever way you can participate in this year's staging of Independence. At this time, I would like to invite you all, just whip out your phone and go to your social media, whatever it is, if it's Facebook, if it's Instagram, and follow 758 Independence. We heard there on the ad, the TVC, that you can follow that platform, you can follow that handle, and you will get all the updates, routine updates, as they become available for the upcoming events. Wherever you are, on air, online, even in studio, take a second to just follow us on social media, 758 Independence, to make sure you're in the loop as to what is happening for Independence 47. Time now for the unveiling of our Independence 47 logo. This has become one of the highly anticipated aspects of this commemoration, affording the designers across St. Lucia the opportunity to vie and submit their visuals that are able to engender a sense of patriotism for St. Lucia. This is one of many activities, one of many events that are being held to ensure that we feel as St. Lucian as possible and to engender that sense of patriotism as much as possible. I now beg your indulgence for this clip. It is a testimonial by this year's designer. Her name is Jada Kadu, and she's right there in my view. You guys can see her. She's right in the front. Give a wave. That's right. And she has been successful in being able to put out the most eye-catching, visually appealing design for our logo this year. Take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Jada Kedu, the logo designer for Independence 47. The pics within this logo represents what makes St. Lucia truly special. Our resilient people and our twin Peters. Interlocking forms reflect unity, shared direction, and a collective national journey where every part depends on another. The forward flow also reflects modernization and digital transformation, embracing progress, innovation, and exploring new ways to move this nation forward while staying connected as one people. As a young creative, being selected to design this year's Independence logo signals to me that we, the young people, are being entrusted in shaping our country's future. Independence 47, Duva Assam, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. Happy Independence, St. Lucia.
Once again, congratulations to you, Ms. Kedu, and of course, you encapsulated that beautifully on there. It is important that we get the youth involved in our activities to continue the legacy of St. Lucia's independence and to ensure that there is a spirit of inclusivity around our national events overall. I now want you to give a warm welcome to Ms. Kedu as she comes up to the platform to speak to us briefly about her ideas, her thoughts on the event.
Good morning, St. Lucia. Designing the Independence 47 logo was more than a project. It was a responsibility that I take honor in. I wanted to design to capture pride, resilience, and forward spirit of our nation as we celebrate 47 years of independence. As you heard earlier, we have a full lineup of interesting events to partake in this season. Let us take pride in what we do and how we celebrate St. Lucia's 47th independence. Happy Independence, St. Lucia, and thank you to everyone for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kedu. Last year, St. Lucia hosted another edition of the National Independence Business Expo in Vieux-Fort. And as per Mr. Degazo, we will be having, and also the lineup that you saw, we will be having this event yet again, spearheaded by Export St. Lucia. To speak to us on what we can expect this year, we have Ms. Sunita Daniel. She is the Export St. Lucia CEO. But first, we have some of the highlights from last year. Do take a look.
Welcome to the third edition of the St. Lucia Business Expo, a first in Vieux-Fort, a celebration of the entrepreneurial spirit of St. Lucia.
The National Independence Expo is not just an event. It is a stepping stone for many businesses towards greater heights. We have seen exhibitors here start their journey and move on to larger platforms, ultimately expanding into international markets. This natural progression from local exhibitions to global exports is a testament of the hard work of our entrepreneurs and the supportive structures in place to help them succeed. At Export St. Lucia, we are dedicated to ensuring that our manufacturers and producers have the tools, resources, and access needed to thrive beyond our shores.
Business persons in the South are really delighted that we have in Expo 25 in Vieux-Fort. The history is quite clear, the contribution that Vieux-Fort has made to our manufacturing sector in St. Lucia and continues to make. So we want to encourage all those manufacturers in the South to continue to work and continue to occupy that place of pride that they have in our manufacturing history of St. Lucia.
At the heart of this growth is our unwavering dedication to our small and medium enterprises. Our SMEs are the lifeblood of any thriving economy. They drive innovation, create employment, and provide a foundation upon which the sustainable economic independence is built. As Minister for Commerce, I want to reaffirm this government's commitment to creating an enabling environment for our entrepreneurs, providing access to finance, business development support, and export opportunities.
Good morning, everyone. Special good morning to Honorable John Paul Estefan and CABSEC. It's really an honor and a privilege for Export St. Lucia to partner with the Ministry of Commerce for us to really host the Independence Business Expo this year. Once again, the Business Expo will be held in the beautiful community of Vieux-Fort. And we are quite pleased to take the Expo back to Vieux-Fort. This is our fourth edition of the Business Expo. The first 2 years were actually held in Castries, which were really wonderful expos. We decided on the third year, let's try something new, and we went to the town of Vieux-Fort, and that was excellently delivered. People in Vieux-Fort really welcomed the expo being held there, and we had people really supporting our small businesses. This year we decided if it's not broken, let's not fix it, so let's take it back to Viewfort. And so it's back in Viewfort. The only thing that's changed is that now it's actually on the weekend of Independence. And we think that speaks a lot to how far the Business Expo has come. We know that people are looking forward to the Business Expo. Our small businesses in particular are looking forward to the Business Expo. We've had people asking us from December, when are you all sending the EOIs out? And we know that one of the things that we have every year is tremendous demand for participation in the Business Expo. Another thing that we are going to be doing this time is trying to expand as much as possible, bringing in new businesses. The government of St. Lucia has invested quite heavily in the Youth Economy Agency, and we have seen hundreds of small businesses coming, being established in St. Lucia because of the Youth Economy Agency. We've also seen the same happening because of the MSME loan grant facility, a lot of businesses. What we want to do is to give them a platform where they can exhibit what they have on sale, not only what they manufacture, but services and our creatives. What the Business Expo does, it allows everybody in St. Lucia to get an opportunity to showcase who they are. And one of the things you would have seen the last time is a fusion of food, dance, music, business, money, all of that at this one location. What's different this year is we are going to start with a night market. So on the Friday night, we will be having a night market. And I'll be saying a few things that have not been cleared yet by everybody, but here goes. We think really great ideas. We are hoping to have a DJ sound clash on the Friday night, where we'll be only doing local music. And let's see what people can come interestingly forward in terms of our DJs to put together local music and have a sound clash on the Friday night. On the Saturday, we start back at about 10 a.m. And we're really looking forward to what's going to come on the Saturday. And we are looking at targeting 80 small businesses. We are going to be cutting off a lot of people. We get hundreds of applications to participate in the Business Expo. We're hoping that we can get a mega venue for our 50th. But for now, it is 80 small businesses and medium-sized businesses who will be exhibiting what they have to offer. All our products are authentically made in St. Lucia, so everything is a St. Lucian product. Everything is made by a St. Lucian, and we invite everybody to come out to patronize our small businesses. Another thing we have is we're going to have another cooking show, so a chef will be on hand to show how we can utilize what Mr. Degazo said, our local foods. How can you prepare them in really interesting ways? On also our drinks, we have some CMOS. Last year we did a CMOS mousse, chocolate mousse. This year we are going to have a few interesting ways to prepare our local food. So that will also happen there. Another interesting thing for us is we are going to be bringing in international buyers from around the world. And so we've tried it already before in prior years. That has worked because one of the things the Business Expo has done, it has allowed our people, our nationals, to be aware of a lot of products you would not have known about without going to the Business Expo. So small designers for our earrings, our CMOS soaps, our soaps made from coconut, our oils, our CMOS drinks, all kinds of things that you would probably not know about. And what has happened is because of the Business Expo, we have hotels purchasing more from local businesses. We have a lot more St. Lucians. I'm sure because of the Business Expo, a lot of you currently purchase a lot more local products. I'm quite sure that has happened. Our businesses have been very pleased with that kind of support from our people. What we want to do is to really widen that to export and to ensure that these businesses can export those great products that we enjoy here to the rest of the world. And so we are bringing in buyers from Dubai, as far as Dubai will be coming in. We got confirmation yesterday. We have buyers from Barbados, we have buyers from Dominica, we have buyers from Canada, and these are major buyers. So we're not talking about little people coming around, but major business buyers and investors who are coming in to see what they can purchase. For us, it's really important because when we go out into the international market, we are only able to bring a few products all the time. What we're hoping that bringing in the buyers, they're able to see all of those 80 people and those businesses and can make a better choice in terms of what else they can purchase from us. So that's another interesting one. On the evening of the Saturday night, we'll be having another major event. I think Viewfort really enjoyed the event last year. And so we will be having our local soca artists, all of them performing. I will not say the lineup now without clearing with events first before I put them in budgetary issues. And I see Mr. Degaza smiling because he has to control the budget, but Viewfort people, Mr. Degaza will do well with us, by us. And so we will be having a major event with a huge headliner on the Saturday night. And we are hoping that all of that would flow seamlessly and segue really nicely into the independence flag raising ceremony that's going to be taking place in Viewfort that same night, and which will end with fireworks. And so we're really looking forward to the Business Independence Expo this year, and we're inviting everybody to come and support. And I can't let Mr. Degaza beat me at the pato. I'm from Viewfort after all, and so nous just inviter tout le monde pour venir Viewfort, venir voir tout ça l'année pour offrir, et nous venir manger, bon manger, comme dit Mr. Degaza. So thank you so much. We look forward to welcoming you into Viewfort. Viewfort is always very warm and inviting. I'm sure all of you will agree. And so we look forward to hosting the Business Independence Expo in Viewfort. I'm not the rep, just a really proud Viewfortian. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Ms. Daniel, CEO at Export St. Lucia. Again, kudos to the South, kudos to Viewfort for creating such an enduring, strong impression for their support, their staging of the National Independence Business Expo last year, that you made it to this year. A round of applause for Viewfort. Of course, small business, it churns the economy, it stimulates the economy, and we want to say commendations to organizations like the Youth Economy Agency, the Ministry of Commerce, Export St. Lucia, for readying our small businesses in St. Lucia for the bigger world. Thank you once again. And I'm definitely looking forward to this year's National Independence Business Expo. There is so much that we have to offer. And as she indicated, I'm sure many of you are now making purchases of more local items. We're seeing more of it on our shelves, and we have these institutions to thank for mobilizing and getting our small businesses, medium enterprises as well, ready for bigger things. At this time, I want to switch to our next major activity, and that will be the National Independence Baton Relay. I want to invite Ms. Yasmin Steele. She's the consultant at the Ministry of Housing, Local Government and Urban Renewal. She will be presenting the program for this highly anticipated event. It has become a tradition almost. We cannot do without the Independence Baton Relay. It's an opportunity where we see some of our big names in St. Lucia. We see where they are from, the communities, the nooks and crannies of St. Lucia. We have so much talent, so much ability coming out of every community in St. Lucia, and the Baton Relay really exposes that. So welcome Ms. Steele as she lets us in on what we can expect.
Good morning, everyone. May I say a pleasant good morning to Minister Estefan and also the Cabinet Secretary and to everyone joining us here this morning. Of course, the National Independence Baton Relay is here once again. It is a highly anticipated event on the Independence calendar, and we kick off bright and early tomorrow at 9 a.m. In fact, tomorrow we start off in the constituency of Castries East. On the 29th of January, we go into Castries South, The 30th of January, ancillary. The 31st of January, we go into canneries. 1st of February, we go into soufre. The 3rd, we go into Choiseul. The 4th of February, we go into Labrie. The 5th of February, we go to Vieux-Fort South. The February 6th, we go into Vieux-Fort North. February 7th, Micoud South. February 8th, Micoud North. February 10th, Dennery South. February 11th, Dennery North. February 12th, Castries Southeast. February 13th, Baton. 14th of February, Castries North. February 15th, Grosley. And of course, I'm a Central girl. Castries Central is on February 17th. The National Independence Battle Relay is our activity. It is for all of us. As the National Independence Battle journeys through the constituencies, through the various communities, through towns and villages, it will celebrate the people in the community that we, on our day-to-day basis, may just overlook or we just might forget, but they have made a contribution to our community. We also celebrate what is really St. Lucian. And of course, our theme, the Battle Relay, will take into our theme as we journey around the island with the message of nutrition, healthy eating, healthier lifestyle, etc. We ask all to come out with your flags, come out in your colors, come out and celebrate. It is our independence. Though everyone cannot carry the National Independence Battle, however, we all can participate in the various communities as we journey around the island. The National Independence Battle really culminates on the evening of the 21st of February with the national flag raising ceremony and the display of fireworks. This event takes place in 4 constituencies around the island. It takes place in Castries Central, Grosley, Vieux-Fort, and Soufre. This is an absolutely free event. All St. Lucians are asked to come, to enjoy, and at midnight, we will raise our flag and usher in our 47th anniversary of independence. I anticipate we'll be out in our numbers. I anticipate that we will celebrate what really is St. Lucian. So on behalf of the National Independence Battle Relay Committee, we'd like to thank all St. Lucians for the continued support. This really is a big event, and really St. Lucians have enjoyed this event. And of course, this year, we anticipate nothing different. Thank you so very much, and see you on the road from tomorrow. We start off in Castries East. Thank you.
The people of St. Lucia unite. Unsung heroes are celebrated. Community achievements are accentuated. And the colors, the flags, the whistles, the music, and the people speak out in one voice. Duva ensemble, à nous célébrer. The 2026 Independence Battle Relay starts off on Wednesday, January 28th in Castries East, home of our Prime Minister and a community with a legacy of celebration. 17 constituencies, 18 days of jubilation. North, south, east, and west, the Battle Relay says we are the best. With the grand finale on Saturday, February 21st in Vieux-Fort, Grosley, Soufre, and the Derek Walcott Square in Castries. Visit all government social media platforms for the date and route for your community. The Independence Battle Relay is back. Get ready to participate. Sanctioned by the National Independence Committee, hosted by the Ministry of Housing, Local Government and Urban Renewal, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the St. Lucia Fire Service, NEMO, and supporting agencies. Happy Independence 47!
There you have it, the upcoming National Independence Baton Relay. We do hope everyone participates best they can. As we heard from Ms. Steele, you can come out with your flags, your rags, side of the road. Participate, participate, participate. Let's show the world that we are proud to be St. Lucian. At this time, we have creative industries, we have culture, we have heritage gaining a greater platform thanks to our independence celebrations. And to speak to us about that strategic approach, that targeted approach, is the minister in the Ministry of Tourism, Commerce, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage. He's going to address you now, the Honorable John Paul Estefan. Do give him a warm welcome.
To have testimonials. Well, good morning. Let me recognize our Cabinet Sec, Augusta de Gaza, Archdeacon Glasgow, and other members of the Independence Planning Committee. Ms. Code, good, very well done, good. So good morning, every St. Lucian, home and abroad. As we are getting ready to celebrate our 47th anniversary of our independence under the theme that is simple yet profound, devant some, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. These two ideas, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation, they share a common thread. We cannot build a strong St. Lucia if our people are going without, in body, in mind, or in spirit. The surest way of a brighter future is a population that is healthy, educated, hopeful, and ready to move forward together. Nourishing our peoples means more than just filling plates, though that is quite essential, as you would have heard from Cabsec de Gaza. True nourishment must feed the mind. In a world where knowledge is power, we feed the mind with schools which offer hands-on vocational training, lifelong learning opportunities for young and not so young. That is the kind of nourishment which opens doors. So when we teach our young people critical thinking, creativity, and the skills that match today's world, we equip them to innovate, compete, and drive our economy forward with resilience and fresh ideas. It goes even deeper. Nourishment touches the heart and soul. We need communities where everyone feels seen, valued, and included. Mental health support, solid social safety nets, policies that close the gap and reduce inequality. These care for the human spirit. When we lift up our most vulnerable, the whole society becomes stronger and more united. You may ask, how do all of these strengthen our nation? First, healthy and educated people fuel economic growth. They work smarter. They start businesses, they invest back in their communities. Second, when these basic needs are met and opportunities are readily available, trust grows. Trust between neighbors, trust between citizens and institutions, trust across generations. Third, when we become more resilient as a country, as a people. When we become better able to handle challenges, whether economic shifts, natural disasters, or whatever comes our way. We rise again and we recover stronger. The government of St. Lucia is committed to the following three things as we move forward together. Strengthening our public health and nutrition efforts. You would have noticed that we have a Minister for Health and Nutrition. Expanding programs for mothers and children, supporting community health centers, focusing on prevention, vaccination, prenatal care, school feeding. These proven steps deliver huge returns for every dollar invested. Investing deeply in education and skills, prioritizing early childhood learning, keeping every child in school, growing vocational and technical training that connects directly to real jobs, building partnerships within government, businesses, and communities so education leads straight to livelihoods and independence. Creating inclusive social systems, building safety nets that truly protect the poorest, the most vulnerable, advance gender equality, and breaking down barriers that hold people back. Empowering local communities and civil society so solutions come from the people who live the realities every day. Yes, that would take resources, but more than money, it takes political will, true partnership, and staying in power. Government will lead. And let me just repeat that again. The government will lead, but businesses, NGOs, churches, families, and each of us as individuals, we have a part to play. Small actions multiplying. A teacher going an extra mile. A farmer sharing better techniques. A neighbor looking for an elder. When we act together, investing in people becomes the smartest investment in St. Lucia. To our young people, you are the future, the workforce, the entrepreneurs, the leaders of tomorrow. When you are nourished in body, mind, and spirit, you will spark the innovations and changes that carry us forward. To parents, teachers, and community leaders, your daily care and guidance shape the next generation. And to our policymakers and business leaders, your decisions can widen divides or close them. And we must choose the latter, where we create policies that close the divisions that we have. In the end, a nation's true greatness is not measured by building, and you would have heard earlier, or tourism statistics or GDP. It is in the health and smiles of our children, the dignity of our elders, the opportunities open to every citizen, and the strength of our communities when times get tough. Nourishing our people is not charity. It is, in fact, a smart strategy. It is the foundation of security, prosperity, and real unity. Let us commit today to nourish bodies, minds, and spirit, teach and care for one another, and build systems that lift every St. Lucian. In doing that, we will improve individual lives, resulting in stronger, united, and prouder nation. Let me take the opportunity to commend our CABSEC, the Baton, and the Independence Planning Committee for the wonderful program that they have put together for independence. And I trust all St. Lucians at home and abroad will participate in the independence event. So thank you. Merci pour tout le monde. Let's keep moving. Devant ensemble.
S to the J, Ukelele. You don't know your boy Shemi J. You don't know music artist from St. Lucia, writer, performer. Yeah, boom. Well, Home featuring Toriel. That was produced by Ransom Records, recorded by Ransom Records. Let me tell you, at that time, that was like 2018. You know, I just wanted to do something for the culture, something to represent my home as an artist, you know. 8 years down the line, 8 years later, because the song was released in 2018 and right now we're in 2026, I received a call that, you know, they want to use my song as the theme song, that's Home, as the theme song for St. Lucia Independence. I'm grateful for that. So I feel the youths can get more involved into the independence by we making it a normal thing, like how we make any other event, you know, for carnival, for jazz. How we make all the other events, we should make our independence like that so the youth can see, you know, it's a thing and they're gonna be part of it. You know, use people like myself and the other artists that they probably look up to, you know, to get it out there. And yeah, that's what I think. To all St. Lucians, both here and abroad, I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy 47th independence. Nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. Do ver awesome. Boom. Okay, Lele.
Minister in the Ministry of the Creative Industries did not come alone. He did come with a very outstanding artist here in St. Lucia. And as you just heard, we have Shemi J in studio, and he will be performing live. I did say at the beginning of this broadcast that the countdown for Independence 47 begins now. So let's welcome on stage onto our platform Shemi J to do a rendition of his song for Independence 47. Give him a warm round of applause.
Okay, Lele. Happy Independence, St. Lucia. To everyone here and abroad in the room, I present to you the theme song. Take it away. Okay, Lele. I'm say yes to the J. Dancer, dance away, dancer, dance away, dancer, dance away, away, away. I wanna be free, free like the birds in the tree, free like the fish in the sea, so free. I wanna be free. Go ahead, tell everybody, only one place to be. Oh mama, take me to sweet St. Lucia. Oh mama, beautiful, come take a picture. Oh mama, take me to sweet St. Lucia. Oh mama, yeah, where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful when we team up. 758, big up. Where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful when we team up. Somebody give me a wave in the audience, please. This is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, listen, free like the bumblebees, free like a lock and key, so free. I wanna be free. Chilling in Sydney Sea, number one place to be. Listen, hey, where everybody just free up. Good vibes up, sweet St. Lucia. Oh mama, beautiful, come take a picture. Oh mama, take me to sweet St. Lucia. Oh mama, yeah, hey, where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful when we team up. 758, big up. Where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful when we team up. 758, big up. Say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my. All the proud St. Lucians, I want you to say, this is my home. Say, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home, and in the air and say, this is my home. Happy Independence, St. Lucia, where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful, when we team up. 758, big up. Where everybody just free up. Good vibes, so we live up. Powerful, when we team up. 758, big up. Okay, Lele, hope you enjoy. My name is Shemi J. Happy Independence once again, St. Lucia. Don't know. And in the air and say,
Give it up for Shemi J for his rendition that is going to take over, I hope, the Independence Rally, Baton Relay, right? That's right, that's right. So we do hope that each and every one of you do participate in the upcoming Independence Day celebrations. Independence 47. We have so many reasons to celebrate. St. Lucia has come a very long way. We've proven ourselves resilient before and after independence. And let's continue to celebrate what we have achieved, what we will achieve. And it's all about patriotism for the next coming weeks. Let's all participate. The celebration kicks off. I told you it's a countdown. It kicks off tomorrow, right? With the Independence Baton Relay launch and the National Awards of Excellence on January 28th. That is tomorrow, followed by the 44th National Sports Awards on the 14th of February. We have the Worship Ecumenical Service. We have the Business Expo, as you heard earlier. We have the flag raising ceremony. We have all of the flash and all of the flashing lights, all of the celebration that you can think of, can imagine for Independence 47. We'd like to thank the planning committees, from the Independence planning committees at the top to the subcommittees, everyone planning every single event. Thank you so much for all your effort. It is much appreciated. And now it is on you, St. Lucia. It is on you to come out, show your support, show that you're proud to be St. Lucian. My name is Jessie Leonce. It's all the time we have for our launch, our media launch of Independence 47. Do follow 758 Independence on social media so that you can get the routine updates as we have the events. So upcoming events, you want to be in the loop, you want to know, so you could iron your blue, yellow, black, and that's right. Okay, goodbye everyone. Do participate, do support. Cheers.
This Independence, St. Lucia, du vent ensemble. Join us as we celebrate 47 years of independence under the theme Du vent ensemble, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. The celebrations kick off with the Independence Baton Relay launch and the National Awards of Excellence on January 28th, followed by the 44th National Sports Awards on the 14th of February. On the 20th of February, lift your spirit at the Praise and Worship Ecumenical Service. Wear your pride on National Colors Day and explore opportunities at the St. Lucia Independence Business Expo, which runs till the 21st. On Saturday 21st, don't miss the official flag raising ceremony and fireworks display in the capital. Then, on Independence Day, Sunday, February 22nd, all roads lead to the Meatful Playing Field for a full day of national celebration. The Military Parade, National Independence Rally, and Independence Showcase. Take in the Seafood Festival at the Castries Fisheries and the High Energy Independence Drags at the base in Viewfort. Plus, take part in National Service Day and the Investiture Ceremony as we honor service and nationhood. Celebrate who we are. Celebrate together. For schedules, highlights, and updates, follow at 758 Independence on social media. St. Lucia at 47. Du vent ensemble.